Hello everyone and welcome to the third video in the Do You Know the War of the Ring quiz show series. The game goes like this. I have taken a bunch of War of the Ring cards and typed them into a template given to me by Rafamir. Thank you again, Rafamir, for the template. I then recruited 3 War of the Ring community members to try and detect what things I have changed on the cards. For the most part, almost anything could have been changed, but there's a few things it won't be. The main thing it won't be is formatting. Since I've retyped these cards, the paragraph breaks, font sizes, all of that is a little up in the air. Any errors there are not the intended error. Similarly, any mistakes in grammar, such as stray or missing capitalization, extra punctuation, accent marks, none of that is intended either. Finally, while the timing number of the battle effect is intended to be correct, if it is wrong, that's not what I'm going for either. If that doesn't make sense already, it will as we get going, so let's introduce our guests. Our first contestant is a longtime regular of the Discord channel, Mark M. Hello, and welcome to the channel.
Hey.
Our next contestant is fellow War of the Ring YouTuber, goes by the name The Fat Hobbit. Welcome to the channel.
As I said to you, like one of the biggest honor for me. Yeah, and I mean it.
Well, thank you very much.
Nice.
You're a big contributor to the War of the Ring community, so it's fun to have you.
Oh, well, thanks. Yes. Unfortunately for the community, I try to push out a lot of stuff in many ways, but yeah.
And our final guest is a staple of the War of the Ring Discord community, Summer McLovin. Welcome, and thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me. Nice to get included on this. When I first saw your video, I was like, yes, this is the niche content that I crave. So it's good to be part of it as well. And, you know, as head judge and sort of contributor to the almanac, I feel it's my duty as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can trip you up some. I've tried to give you a couple good ones here.
Okay.
But cool. So with that, we'll get on into our first card.
Let's see this obviously fake card. Amazing. Well, I'll give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Select either the Free People's Strategy event deck or Character event deck. Draw 3 cards from that deck. Keep one. Place one on the bottom of the deck. And either discard one or play it as if from hand. That sounds a bit like one of the home promos, but I don't think it's exactly that either. And it's clearly not a real card, but...
Okay, Dawn is ever the hope of man. I guess you're starting me off with an easy one.
Maybe. You're saying this isn't a card?
I'm saying this is definitely not a card, unless we're doing some kind of crazy expansion I haven't heard of.
Like, this is such a crazy, powerful effect to have. And I'm a big fan of crazy effects. This reminds me in some way, it's not exactly the same, it's fundamentally very difficult, but it reminds me like 2 other. One is in the expansion designed by Vanali, Races of the Witch King. Some way reminds me of Prophecies of Glorfindel, even though like it's slightly different. And the other, how's it called? By Chance or by Foresight from Worm, but for base game. Yeah,
yeah, it's a little like that.
Yeah, I like it. And the combat card effect, that still only counts as 1. Ah, yes. Yeah, I love the quote from Gimli.
I just got it. Yeah, that still only counts as 1. Okay, it's Gimli. All right. If a companion's in the battle and the opposing army contains an elite army unit. Combat roll leader rolls scores at least 1 hit. Score 1 additional hit. That player must eliminate at least 1 elite army unit as part of the casualties. That's pretty darn good. That's another one that could go in there.
Nice. I like it. Very good. And it's not just targeting the Sethrons, although it would be a good mirror to Mumakil if that was the case.
Ooh, that'd be kind of... Yeah. But then you'd have to make it a little less restrictive than...
Yeah.
Companions.
Especially like companions in DA is kind of rare, frankly.
Yeah.
You can only make it so niche and it's hard enough to play companion ones as it is.
not gonna say too much, but I can say that this idea here is something that I've been working on a little bit for a side project. I cannot say too much at the moment, but this idea is a little bit in there. So I think we are unconsciously both thinking about the same thing in different ways. But yeah,
I'm forgetting the saying, great minds think alike.
right. That's it. Yes, that's what we are. Like, yes, that's it.
Love it. But not a real card.
Not a real card. Shucks. You got me. All right.
You're going to get me here, probably. You're going to just go to full overdrive hard mode.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Here is card 2.
Axe and Bow.
Axe and Bow. Well, that is a real card.
Final answer?
Yeah. No, well, sorry. The name exists.
Axe and Bow. Okay, I've been looking at this card a lot recently, so I think I should be able to spot where the error is, but let's see. I'm not sure.
Yeah, play on the table if Gimli or Legolas are in the Fellowship. Sounds good so far. After the shadow player draws a hunt tile, you may discard Axe and Bow to reduce the hunt damage by 1. Any remaining hunt damage must be confronted normally.
Any remaining hunt damage must be confronted normally. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, the way it's phrased here, like confronted normally, it's playing a little bit with my head.
Must immediately can discard this card table if both have left. Yes. It's not like take someone you can trust for either Merry Pip and leave, so that's good.
Let's go to Mighty Attack. Play if a companion is in the battle. Before rolling the dice for your leader reroll, or for the leadership of one companion participating in the battle, to automatically change one missed die roll to a hit. Also sounding good. Play if a companion's in the battle. Yes. All right, that is looking really good. What am I missing here? Definitely a character card.
That's fine, and it is a character card. I'm going to pay attention to that too. Thanks to round 2.
Listen, I'm gonna say this card is correct.
Final
For some
answer?
reason, I feel funny about. Yes, I feel a little bit funny about this confronted. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say this is correct.
I say yes, that is real.
Final answer this time?
Yes.
I've got some bad news for you.
No!
Yeah, I'm going to go with it's a good card, but I'm probably missing something.
I have some bad news for you.
Ah!
What's
What
that?
did I miss?
Do I hear a generic pie screaming, screw you, omission?
You left something out.
I have left out that the hunt damage may not be reduced below 0.
Oh, man.
Well, the confronted is correct, but I have bad news for you.
Oh no, okay.
The card also states that the hunt damage may not be reduced below 0.
Right, yes.
Which is one of those, like,
damn.
Who wanted to do... I mean, I guess, but...
Oh, yes, fair enough. It's very intuitive to just assume that. No worries. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
My record, no. As long as it beats Strider, it's okay.
Anyway, damn it. Generic. I'm gonna be even worse than generic fire. I'm gonna see now.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
All right. Next card.
Okay, focus. Let's see. Oh, Half Fox and Goblin Man. I like the army sign on top of the card. That's correct. Play if Saruman is in play. Haha. Now here, now you could get me here, for example, because I don't remember exactly if you need Saruman to be in play or Isengard to be at war.
Half-orcs and goblin men. Saruman in play or Isengard at war? Recruit one Isengard regular elite in a region where a shadow army is present. That is correct.
We count to kill. Play if a shadow elite unit is in the battle. After removing casualties from the combat roll and leader reroll, roll an additional attack using only the shadow elite units, up to a maximum of 5, and score 1 hit for each results of 5+.
Okay, so we come to kills looking good. Play if a shadow elite unit in the battle check. That looks good. So I'm putting a check mark as we come to kill is okay. Top part, it's all about whether it's Isengard at war or Saruman in play.
The only thing that is causing me a considerable amount of doubt is the condition to play the event part, which is either Saruman is in play or Isengard is at war.
Can you play half-orcs and goblin men with Isengard at war? I'm going to say it's a bad card and it's supposed to be Isengard at war.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're right on the money.
Nice. Yes, redeemed.
Half-orcs and goblin men is not the correct card. Because play if Saruman is in play, you only need Isengard to be at war.
Well, there you go,
Let's see.
straight at it.
Boom. Yeah, mistakes are easy, but is everything there? It's the hard bit. So
You know what? I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna say that that part is not correct. I think either it's Isengard is at war, or you don't. I think it's Isengard is at war, something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that one. I think this card is not correct.
And you've got it. That's exactly what I've changed.
Oh, okay.
Chugging right along. Next card.
day and a night. Okay. Right, so it's an army card and it's confusion. So play on a free people's army containing a companion. That's probably right, but doesn't sound good.
Move the army containing the companions up to 2 regions. No free people units may be picked up or dropped off along the way, other than possibly splitting the army initially.
It could be that the regions must be free for the purpose of movement, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Because that's something sometimes appears.
Confusion. Every unmodified die result of 1 in the shadow player's combat roll scores 1 hit against the shadow army. Any result of 1 cannot be rolled again during the leader reroll. Confusion looks like it checks out to me.
Is there anything tripping me up? Let's see. It should be longer because something with the movement.
I like the second part. I actually wonder even a little bit if that parenthesis is actually included in the card, other than possibly splitting the army initially. And by God's feeling, I feel like also it's missing a little bit of text, this card.
It's probably going to turn out to be correct, but I don't remember that parenthesis S parenthesis on the card. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything wrong with this, which is making me nervous.
The feeling I live for.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that this card is not correct because either there is no specification of the parenthesis statement other than possibly splitting the army in half initially, or whichever which one it is, or it's specified that the region must be free for the purpose of movement. So I'm gonna say this is not correct.
And you're correct. It does say free for the purposes of movement. You keyed on it right as you went past it.
I'm going to go with it's a good card. Final answer.
I have bad news for you.
Ah! Damn!
I've removed the sentence, the regions must be free for the purposes of army movement.
Ah, yeah, nice. Nice, yeah. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Sometimes you forget whether it's kind of assumed in the rules when you say move an army that that would be the case. Like you normally couldn't move an army into a place which is not free.
Yeah, right? You play by it like a normal person instead of a rules
Yeah.
lawyer.
Something like you can't hop over an army, essentially. Has to be free for the purposes of movement, something like that. Not a real card.
You have correctly identified my omission.
Yeah. Take that, generic pie. And, the host, haha.
Yeah. And that puts us to the next card.
Rage of the Dunlendings. Muster. Play if Isengard is at war. Another one of those. I don't think you'd do two of those, though, where you'd need Saruman. But would you?
Play if Isengard is at war. Now, I'm pretty confident in saying that this part is correct. I don't think any Saruman is needed for that card to be played. I'm gonna say pretty much like I don't think I will have double doubts about this. I think that this is correct.
Let's do the combat first. Let's see. Play to apply up to 2 hits against your units. Add 1 to all dice on your combat roll. Yeah, on your combat roll, but that's not.
That's one
thing.
thing.
So each hit you inflicted. Yeah, that seems fine. So it does need Isengard at war. 2 regulars is correct.
Adjacent to North or South Dunland, correct. You may also move to this region up to 4 Isengard units. Regular or elite from North Dunland and or South Dunland.
I think it's fine. And I also like that it specified a free region. Now, that's the funny thing. Is it written a free region or just region in the card? Oh my god. I would say that it would make sense if it's written free region.
And it's a free region. Yeah, cool. That almost got me. And that's one of the few, so it's one of the shadow ones that's like Eomer you can't use to defend a besieged Moria.
Oh.
This is one of the few exceptions. I'm always like, it's not just Eomer, actually.
Really?
So,
That's
it's
interesting.
I think it's in the base game. It's maybe just these 2 that have that free region in the text that's important.
Damn it! Now I'm like, is Iturralde that evil that he would do the Saruman Isengard thing twice, flipping them? Because I cannot remember if Rage requires Saruman or Isengard.
I think this card is correct. The only thing... wait a second.
Recruit 2 Isengards. That is correct.
I mean, it only makes sense to say free region. Why would anybody... If it's not even written free region, I think it would be make even more sense to write a free region. I think that should be fine.
All of that is looking good. It's a question of whether it's Saruman or Isengard at war. I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to go with it's a bad card and that it requires Saruman just because of theme. Final answer.
So you remember when I said I put these in a specific order?
Yeah.
I have bad news for you.
Ah! You're killing me.
I think that is a real card, and it is a muster. So yes.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct. This is a fully real card.
Hooray.
Let's see. I think it's correct.
Final answer?
Yes.
And you're correct. This is a correct card.
Oh.
I was hoping to trip up some people with Saruman is in play versus Isengard is at war, but you nailed both of them.
Oh,
So.
I know those. However, that's a very, as a judge, I'll speak to the community here. That's a very common mistake that people play them the other way around. I had to penalise myself in a previous tournament because I had Palantir of Orthanc out for a long time without Saruman.
The one that always gets me is Fighting Uruk-hai.
Yes, I suppose because you're used to it just being grunt. Or it's just like, yep,
Yeah.
there's an Isengard unit there, all good.
Yeah, exactly. But for some reason, those Uruk-hai are left less motivated without Saruman.
Exactly. Who do you fight for? Like, I don't know. Isengard?
That random
No,
building
we
over
fight
there.
for Saruman. Oh, okay. Go.
So here is the next one.
Mithril coat and sting. Play on the table, yes. After the shadow player does a hunt tile, we discard mithril coat and sting to draw a second tile. Apply the effects of the second tile instead of the first one. And return the first tile to the hunt pool. Feels good. Fateful strike. Play if a free people's leader or a companion is in the battle. Correct. If your leader reroll scores 1 hit, additionally eliminate a Nazgul. The reroll scores 2 or more hits, you can eliminate a minion if in the battle instead of a Nazgul. Boy, oh boy, another one that looks real good. Mithril coat and sting. Play on the table. Yes.
Next one. Is there a sting? Oh, it's a toughie. Right. This isn't correct, but let's just go through it. Because it's a Blade of Westerness one. But Fateful Strike, there should be more than one, because it's one of my favourite combat effects. But it's only, you only get once. Bilbo's Song is such a good event card to play. So
Okay. Oh, Mithril coat and sting. Love this. Okay, I think I get it. The combat card effect is not Fateful Strike, it's Blade of the Westernies. Fateful Strike is the combat card effect of Bilbo's Song. So
Straight
I think
away,
that's a
very
little problem.
nice.
I just was written in bold. I went there directly, but yeah, I think.
No, that's great. I definitely confused the two because they're very similar effects.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, that looks good. And Fateful looks good too. Leader or companion. Man, I can't find anything wrong with it. So if there is something wrong, it's an omission of some kind.
Wait, was that generic pie again?
Yeah, like, I totally feel this pain.
Well, I think something people don't realize when they're watching the videos is this is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Especially when you miss a couple, then you start. Is there a card called Mithril Coat and Sting? Is this the real world?
Maybe I dreamt that card.
Yes. Did it never exist all along? Who can I trust?
Surely it's two
What can
different
I
cards,
trust?
Mithril Coat, and then a second card, Sting. He's combined the
That's right,
effects.
yeah. Good Lord, I have to say it's a good card again. I can't see anything.
I have a little bit more bad news for you.
Damn!
This is
What'd you
not
get
the
me with
correct combat effect for this card.
Oh! Oh, you knave.
This is Bilbo's
You
Song.
knave. Oh, you ne'er-do-well. Oh, that's dark. That's dark. You went there. Of course. Yeah, it's the other one. It's Blade of Westerness, like you said, eh?
Yep.
I think Mithril's actually just alright. Obviously, if you combine it with Lords of Middle-earth and you can redraw with We Shall Get It, that's when it gets complicated.
Which one takes priority there?
Oh, this almost changed, and then Kriegund changed his mind and was like, "That's too complicated. Let's go back." So it's so you use Narya first if it's an I, then if you redraw that, it's the Smeagol. We Shall Get It first, then it's Mithril, and then after those redraws and you've not used Narya, you can use Narya. Again.
Wow.
Nenya.
Oh,
Nenya. Galadriel's
sounds
ability. Nenya. So yes, it is complicated, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you manage to draw 3 eyes, then it gets weird.
The worst thing you could do to me now is put like a real card because I'm completely like I'm now looking for like gremlins everywhere. There's like behind every.
What about under the bed?
Exactly.
Okay, threats and promises. Oh boy. I'm gonna have trouble with this one. I can already tell. Oh yeah. Okay. Master sign is good. Master sign is what we want. Play on the table. Was there something else there?
Threats and promises. Play on the table. When threats and promises in play, the free player cannot advance a passive nation on the political track using a muster action die.
You must discard this card from the table as soon as the free people's nation advances on the political track, either to an attack or due to a companion's special ability.
That seems fine. It is a muster card. And it is paired with Devil of Orthanc.
The part I'm not sure right now is about the Devil of Orthanc as well. If a standing unit is in the battle and the defending army is in a stronghold. That part is correct.
That seems right. This is one, particularly in an almanac writing way, that I got confused with Wormtongue. And then Kings of Middle-earth, Appropriate Companion stuff was all kind of 3 different definitions. So I think it's probably correct. And a final answer saying yes. Seems all good.
So that's fine. My doubt is, was Devil of Orthanc the combat card effect of threats and promises? Because I know for sure I think there are 3 Devil of Orthanc effects. And one is Dreadful Spells, for sure.
Now I've got, like, in my brain, I've got the corner case of Wisdom of Elrond.
Mm-hmm.
It's in front of you. It cannot advance passive nation on the track using a muster die. I mean, it's a crap card. We all know that.
Could be threats and promises. For some reason, no, I think it could be. Because I think I'm getting confused with Stormcrow, who has Gatos as a combat card effect. I think this can be the correct combat card effect. Though, I'm not entirely sure about the condition. Play on the table. Can you just play on the table, or there must be something?
I'm not seeing it. It looks good to me again.
This could be easily correct, but there is something about it makes me say that something is wrong about this. But on paper, it can be perfectly fine.
So when you said the worst thing I could do is give you a real card, I have done that. Good job.
Ooh, I got one. Nice. That's a relief. It's starting to be a pretty nasty streak there.
Okay, I'm gonna say this card is incorrect, though I would very much like to say that it's correct, but for some reason, I'm not happy with play on the table. Something else must be there as well. Even though I think this card could perfectly work fine with this wording, I think something is not correct there. I'm gonna say incorrect.
I have bad news for you.
Right.
And you are correct. This is also
Yeah.
a fully real card.
Nice. What a bad card. Better in Kings of Middle-earth, though.
I just need to update it. I forget.
Yeah, that's one that gets changed. It blocks them from awakening.
Oh, wow.
Sovereign as well. But it was even more powerful in playtesting because you didn't get discarded if you corrupted
Oh, wow.
Sovereign. So I just played that and then didn't attack anyone, just corrupted absolutely everything. And Roy was not happy, so we got it nerfed.
On to the next one.
Yeah. Feeling a little better about myself. Oh boy, that's a lot of words.
This book, this is big.
Third Man of Danaro. Okay, I can already tell that there is way too much text, but let's go over through it. For some reason, I think there is too much text. I don't know, like visually it strikes me this thing. Let's see. Play Strider / Aragon is Is A Roan
Is
region?
in. It's supposed to
I
be
think
is
it's
in. That's a mistype.
It's in A Roan region.
Strider Aragorn is in a Rohan region, including a stronghold under siege. Move Strider Aragorn and any number of companions in the same region to Eric, Lamadon, or Pelargir. Definitely Eric and Lamadon. Pelargir, yeah, for sure.
Lamadon's the right one. It's not lost in that. Yep. Okay. If there is Shadow Army in that region, roll a die.
Man, I wish I'd done that.
Number.
Now. That's a good switch to have made.
It's when I teach the game to like people in real life, and it's like, just to let you know, I know all of these cards, and if you ask me a question like, where is Mount Gundabad? I'm like, yes, you've got Shadows of or sorry, you've got Earth multiplying again, sort of thing.
Yep.
So,
or even they just start looking around the map and you're like, you're looking for Dol
the north.
Guldur, it's here.
Yeah.
It's all good so far. If there's a shadow army in that region, roll a die. That army takes a number of hits equal to the result and must then retreat. Army cannot retreat, just destroyed. Army is destroyed, so are any Nazgul and minions along with it. You may then recruit up to 3 Gondor regular units in the region. Sudden strike.
Leader or companions in the battle. Or the combat roll an additional attack using a number of dice equal to your leadership. Up to maximum 5, very good. And apply the result immediately. Yeah, that seems fine. So Strider / Aragorn is in. There's your missing in. Yeah. Yep. There's not any more room on this card, so it's okay.
All right, sudden strike gets a check. It's good. Edmund of Dunharrow. I'm just hovering over that statement about the Nazgul. The fact that the card is so bloody texty. And would you be so cruel as to put 2 good cards in a row?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
There's a shadow army there. Wait. I think I understand where the problem is. Wait, but I found it so weird because I think I know why for sure this card is incorrect, and I think his reason is that it does not take back control of the region if that region was occupied by the opponent. But then at the same time, I'm like, all this text is necessary, and I don't remember all this text in that Man of Dunharrow, and I would add even more text to it. So if there is this, I think it's the fact that you take control of that region. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure this is. But then I don't understand why it's so full of text. This card, I don't get it.
So that's your final answer? Not real?
Yes, not real.
I have some bad news for you.
Really?
It doesn't specifically say take the region back. This is a real card.
It doesn't say take like.
It just says if it you may then recruit up to 3 Gondor regular units.
But it doesn't specify you take back the control of the settlement.
Nope.
That's funny. Okay.
Or at least my revision of the card doesn't. Although I don't know if you saw that in the first set. Vanali got one wrong because she keyed on something because I have an old enough printing that it still had an errata. So I'm going to pull up.
Should I check it quick?
I'm pulling it up now.
Should I check it quickly? Okay. For some reason, I feel like that part is missing.
Client.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. The Java client does have taking control of that region if necessary.
Yeah, because
right.
How can you recruit there? Yeah.
You're right. Well, there you go. I have the old printing strikes. I'm going to have to buy a new copy just for this.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. And as for the too much text, that's because a sudden strike is way too big. In the actual card, they really compress sudden strike all the way down.
Right. The army takes a number of hits equal to the die result and must then retreat. If the army can't retreat, it's destroyed. I had that done to me once. It was a full Southron army, and it got me. I'm like, oh. You may then recruit up to 3 Gondor regular units in that region. That is all correct. However, it does not say taking control of the region if necessary, if that's the exact quote, something like that. So you missed that bit. And of course, that's the only one that lets you recruit in a captured stronghold, as many, many, many people ask in the rules questions.
You are correct. That is indeed what I've removed.
No, I don't see it. It looks good to me, but I feel like I'm missing something here again. So I'm going to go with it's good.
Well, mostly bad news for you.
This
I
is gonna be
intended this card to be correct, and it is
Okay.
for my copy.
Ah.
They have added the line taking control of the region if necessary. at the
Oh
end.
man. Yeah, that made me like again my brain went to there can't be stuff missing
Mm-hmm.
because there's no room, but yeah, that's a little taking control if necessary.
Well, then we're on to the next one.
Must be getting close to number 10. You said
This
there were
is
10,
9.
right? Cool.
9 of 11.
The Redeem team. Let's see if I can come back here. Or from the east. If the Southrons and Easterlings are at war. Recruit 5 Southron and Easterling regular units in the free region adjacent to the eastern edge of the map. Correct.
I think it says free region. My question is it just a region? Or it must be a southern and eastern region? That's my problem now. Deadly Strife is correct. Both armies have 2 to all dice on the combat and leader roll. That's correct. But was it just free region or free southern and eastern region? Like, could you play this card if you conquered, for example, Iron Hills?
And now I wonder, is it a muster? Yeah, it's only about whether that is an army
Army or
card.
muster. It's not a character card?
It's definitely not a character card. The Easterlings do have to be at war for it. I know that because Many Kings is the one where you don't. And adjacent to the eastern edge of the map is correct. You could have been tricksy and said western, but maybe that was way too easy.
Oh, free region. Okay, let's think logically here. So what is a free region? What's the definition of the free region? If I conquer Iron Hills, is that considered a free region?
Yeah, I'm struggling whether this is an army or a muster. Yeah, that's like a die roll for me. I just don't remember.
Horde from the east is a muster, and it is a deadly strife. Okay, play if the Southrons and Easterlings are at war, is needed. Recruit 5 Southron and Easterling regular units in a free region within the Southron and Easterling nation, just adjacent to the eastern edge of the map. So no, this is not correct.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to say it's a bad card for that it's an army.
Well, you've correctly guessed it's a bad card.
I'll take my win wherever I can get it.
It is a muster. I have eliminated the sentence, in a southern or a southern and easterling region. You cannot play this in Iron Hills.
Ah. Yep. Good call. Yeah, I should have seen that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I think this card is correct because I don't remember the statement Southern and Eastern region. And I think it must be. I'm gonna say this is correct. I don't know. I will not elaborate further. This is correct.
I have bad news for you. It does specify that it must be within a region of the southern and easterling nation. You can't put it in Iron Hills. You can't put it in Gorgoroth.
It would be cool if it could work in Barad-dûr. But that's a desperate situation for Sauron.
Yeah, and it's a little odd, especially because Musterings of Long Planned War puts the Southrons and Easterlings in Gorgoroth. So it's a little interesting that this one doesn't allow just any Eastern free region. But
I have to correct myself there. Barad-dûr does not touch the eastern edge of the map. It's only Gorgoroth and Rhûn. So,
oh, really?
Actually, Rhûn, Nirn doesn't. Sorry, Nirn. Just Gorgoroth.
Yes, the only Mordor region.
Well,
I think that's correct. I mean, I trust you more than me.
I just looked at the map there. So
okay.
I've got my homework away. Don't worry.
I was gonna say.
No. Closed it. All good.
Okay, good. All right. Next card.
Oh my god, the last battle. Luckily I saw this card today, so maybe I should remember if something is tricky going on there. The last battle. Army. Yes. Play on the table with side Argon is with a Free People's Army in a region outside of a Free People's Nation. Correct. While this card is in play, action dice used to move the Fellowship are not added to the hunt box. Correct. You must discard from the table as soon as the Fellowship is declared or revealed. This is correct. Daylight. The Shadow player rolls a maximum 3 dice during this combat round. Correct. I really want to say that is correct. Let me check it another time.
Play on the table that Strider Aragorn is with a Free People's Army in a region outside of a Free People nation. That is correct. While this card is in play, action dice used to move the Fellowship are not added to the hunt box. Also correct. Discard the card when Fellowship declared or revealed. That feels about right. It is a very hard to use card. It is definitely a army card. Daylight. Shadow player rolls a maximum of 3 dice during this combat round. Was about right.
Oh, the last battle. This is a fun one for rules explanations, because people are like, surely it's better. Right? No, it's not. It's very hard. But play on the table if Strider / Aragorn is with a Free People's Army in a region outside of a Free People's Nation. While this card is in play, action dice used to move the Fellowship are not added to the hunt box. You must discard this card from the table as soon as the Fellowship is declared or revealed. So yeah, the italics. This is one of the rare ones, again, that the italics have a separate thing, but there's so many bold texts, and then it's the if the bold's not true. So if Aragorn leaves the army, or if the army moves, or if they die, it's all gone. And if you declare or reveal, it's also gone.
Oh, wait a second here. Oh my god. Is it character action dice or action dice? Oh man.
Let's look at the last battle again. Strider Aragorn to the Free People Army in a region outside of a Free People's Nation. That's right. Could it be that it's only Aragorn, not Strider? No, I think it works for Strider.
No, why would you say that? Because also we can use to move it. To move the Fellowship. I'm gonna say this is correct.
I have some bad news for you. I have added some text to this card.
Last battle does have a daylight. That is for damn sure, because everybody knows. The second they see last battle, all they read is daylight. But that is confirmed. some doubt as to whether it's Strider or Aragorn, but I think it is. I think you can use it with Strider. I'm gonna say, isn't there something about Strider not being with the army anymore? So I'm gonna say it's a bad card because there's something missing about. I feel like there's something missing, so I'm gonna say it's a bad card.
And just you're fairly certain, but no specifics.
I would say possibly a clause about how if Aragorn leaves the army.
Unfortunately, that is not what's wrong about this card.
Ah,
You actually keyed on
hey.
it a couple times. Strider
Oh.
doesn't work for this card.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, I thought he did.
No.
Okay. I was like, but okay. You know,
So, Challenge of the King is allowed to be played with Strider, but the last battle he's got to be the big boy. With clearly he wouldn't become king without the one ring, so Shadow's got to go for it. No, this is not just a teeny bit away from a real card.
You have correctly identified my addition.
Yes, it was the sneaky one, almost. And then next is Athelas. If Aragorn is in the Fellowship.
That would be so funny. This card does not
Is it
allow for
just-
Strider. Has to be
Oh my God.
Aragorn.
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, let's
Is
end
this
on
the
a good
last
one
one?
then.
oh, cool.
Here it is.
Come on. All right. When you say it's good, that means it's bad. Bad.
I meant on a
Breaking.
win, but yes.
Breaking of the Fellowship is definitely a character card. We're good so far. Yes, you got to play it. Fellowship's revealed. Yes, you draw on tile. Tile shows an eye, or is a Fellowship special tile discarded with that effect? Correct. Heroes must separate a number of companions equal to the number on the tile, if possible, playing them in the same region as the Fellowship. I'd probably say placing them in the same region as the Fellowship, but I don't think that would be grounds for. I would be surprised that
you were correct. Oh wow, that's another one we missed.
if this was like a spelling one, I'd be doing amazing. But yeah, I don't think they'd use the word playing them in the same region. It's just
No,
it's
you're
just
right.
giant and-
It's placing.
If Gollum is the guide, add 1 corruption point instead. Again, the naive myself would say, so far so good. Let's proceed with a combat card. But Dread and Despair, which is correct. Play if the total Nazgul leadership is 1 or more.
So the bold's correct. Before the combat roll, forfeit 1 or more points of Nazgul leadership. During his combat roll, the free people's player rolls 1 combat die or less. During a minimum of 1, well, you put that in this time. For every point you've chosen to forfeit. That seems okay. Is Breaking Dread and Despair? It's not a Black Breath. It's definitely not Cruel as Death. I don't think they are terrible. So probably is a Dread and Despair. One read through again.
If that shows an eye or is a fellowship spell carried without effect. It's correct. All of this is fine. Otherwise, the figure must separate a number of companions equal to 5. This is correct. If possible, by the way. Look at the attention to the details. If possible. Playing them in the same region as the Fellowship. Double check. Gollum is the guide, add 1 corruption point instead. Perfect.
Placing them. So yeah. Otherwise, the free people's player must separate a number of companions equal to the number on the tile. Placing them in the same region as the Fellowship.
Yeah, that's what just a straight
That's what
mistake.
I don't know if it is placing.
It is placing.
Okay, cool. If Gollum is the guide, add 1 corruption point instead. Not hunt damage, it's fine. It is a character card, obviously.
I'm just not seeing it. I feel like there's something wrong, but I'm gonna go with it's a good card.
You actually keyed on it. The card says ignore any reveals and stop icons. For no reason.
For no reason. I did. Yeah, it was like a memory that I thought might be a false memory that I had read ignore reveals, but I was like, that was probably another card. Oh, well done, sir. But yeah, I've definitely recall reading that now and thinking, what a dumb thing to say. Like they're already revealed.
And they weren't moving, so the stop wouldn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, precisely.
I say everything seems correct, and I'm now worried. But final answer.
So you're saying this card is correct?
It's a correct card.
I have some bad news for you.
Yeah, go. Too many right ones in a row.
The card also says to ignore any reveal or stop icons on the tile.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is correct, but yeah, this is correct. If you have bad news for me, whatever. But come on, like, what can it be? This is correct.
I do have bad news for you.
I thought that I would have done worse than John Pie. I don't have a mind for these little tiny details. Like, I don't have a mind for them. Let's see what it is. I'm so curious right now.
The card also says ignore any reveal or stop icons.
But why would he say that? It's already revealed the fellowship. Why would you have that? Like, what's the point of it?
That's a good point.
Like, you're gonna stop it? Of course it's revealed. Like,
They
what are
weren't
you going to do? Reveal it more? What's the point of it? Like, oh my god.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching with me. I hope you enjoyed. And while this may be the last of this exact formatting, this will not be my last quiz show about War of the Ring. So keep an eye out for those in the future. As we say goodbye to our contestants, in third place, Mark M.
It was a lot of fun, man. I love what you did here. Like, you really put some thought into it and came up with some crazy stuff that I would never even have considered.
In second place, The Fat Hobbit.
Thank you, sir. This was so much fun for me. Like, I swear to God, like, I was so happy to participate in this episode, and I had such a great time.
And our runaway winner, Summer McLovin.
Yeah, thank you for including me.
And
I hope that I do the best, but I'm not willing to stake my head judge role on it.
we're not wagering that on this.
No, it's fine.
Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, Summer's gonna probably eviscerate us. So
I'm worried he'll just instantaneously get them all and make the edit very hard to make interesting.
I mean, yeah, I'm not looking my chances against Summer. No way.
Yeah.
But I've not fired any judges based on their opinion, but nobody's getting promoted, let me tell you that.
I'm gonna put on the spot the design of the game. That's unnecessary wording. That's unnecessary. Why would you why? Like,
get
why?
over here, D'Amiglio. Okay, we got some questions for you. It is.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah.
It is in the Java client.
Damn it! God damn it!
Especially with Wong, you're thinking you need Saruman for the dumb endings. I think Wong might have done it for me there. Is why I was thinking you need Saruman.
And this, dear listeners, is why you don't play WOM.
You are playing some serious games with other people. Other people's. I'm gonna tell you that you're playing some serious game. I like it. I like the way you're thinking about all these details. Good for you.
You've got a twisted mind, and I like it. Very cool. Just like it's like psychological terror. Ah! Damn.
It's quite a full one already, so let me
pie in the background.
Omission.
Screw you,
Omission.
Well, that wraps us up. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop